In this episode of Falmouth in Focus, a Falmouth recycling drop-off center reopens as new mandatory recycling regulations are set to take effect next week. FCTV sits down with the executive director of the service center, and an abstract painter looks back at some of her finest work. All this and much more on this edition of Falmouth in Focus.
Hello and welcome to Falmouth in Focus, FCTV's current affairs program. I am Michael Kasparian.
And I am Queen Carberry Banda.
For the first time ever, a new mandatory recycling regulation will take effect for every resident, guest, business, and institution in Falmouth.
Town Recycling Coordinator Mary Ryther explained the new regulation to an audience filled with interested stakeholders. Members of the Board of Health, Solid Waste Committee, and the Department of Public Works fielded questions.
To accommodate the expected uptick in volume, the DPW will be reviving a past recycling convenience, the return of drop-off recycling at the waste management facility.
If you're a resident and you already fill your blue recycling bin every other week and put it out at the road, then you're good. There's really nothing more that you need to do. You're already recycling, and that's good. Nothing has really changed as far as the materials go. I have gotten a few calls from people that are worried about that, saying, how is this changing what goes into the bin? And that's really not the issue here. The point is that everybody needs to recycle. Coming soon, starting April 10th, the waste management facility will again begin to accept single stream recyclables as well as cardboard. So that's been put on hold for a number of years. When the commodity market dropped and China stopped taking our recyclables, that program was put on hold. So that will be starting up again. So this may be helpful for small businesses that want to self-haul their own recycling. As long as you have a sticker for the waste management facility or pay a one-time daily fee, which is $10, you can go and bring recyclables there. We say 32-gallon quantity will cost $2.50. So it's priced the same as trash is priced. And the reason why we don't say bags is that we're not going to accept it in bags. Plastic bags are a no-no for recycling. Again, the accepted materials remain unchanged. This is the guide that we have on the town website and that came with your residential trash recycling carts last year. And so there's nothing different there. It's just simply that people will be expected to start doing that regularly at home and at work.
While current recycling rates in the Commonwealth are at 30% on average, Massachusetts hopes to reach 90% by the year 2050.
It's time now for FCTV's condensed version of the takeaways from recent municipal meetings. Selections are chosen based on community impact.
The Select Board met in a regular session this past Monday. The highlight of the agenda, to discuss and ultimately appoint one of the three finalists for the town manager position.
One of my questions, individual questions, was about the 30-plus committees that we have. And the one person that was the most excited about working with those committees, because from his perspective, that's how you engage the community. And I thought that was a really interesting answer. He said that you have so many committees that do so much work, that have so much talent, because he'd gone through and looked at all of our committees. He said that is an incredible community engagement piece. That's how you get the community engaged in government. And I thought that was really an important insight that also spoke to his leadership.
And who was that?
Mike Brenshaw.
After a lengthy and occasionally heated deliberation, interim town manager Peter Johnson Staub entered the room and withdrew his candidacy.
I don't want to accept the position without the support of two of your members. I've seen a 3-2 vote tear our community apart, and I would like to withdraw my candidacy at this time.
The board ultimately chose Michael Renshaw to be Falmouth's town manager with a final vote of 4 out of the 5 members in agreement.
What's the preference of the board?
Madam Chair, I'd make the motion to appoint Mike Renshaw to the position of town manager.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Well, it's too bad.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor by roll call.
I guess it's brown eye because we just lost our town manager.
Mr.
Patterson, no.
Ms. Scott Price?
Scott Price, aye.
Taylor, aye.
Zelinski, aye.
Mr. Renshaw, a county administrator in Northeast Georgia, will now begin contract negotiations for his position before a start date will be determined.
To see the meetings in their entirety, check out Government Channel 15's program schedule at fctv.org. After a short break, we go back to the Falmouth Service Center to learn more about this amazing refuge to many on the Cape. Stay with us.
For 40 years, the Cape and Islands Veterans Outreach Center has been singularly dedicated to providing comprehensive, life-sustaining services for veterans and their families on Cape Cod and the islands.
My name is Carrie Dobson, and I'm the case manager at Cape and Islands Veteran Outreach Center. I triage the needs of the veteran, which in some cases is addressing food insecurity, housing instability, lack of or inadequate medical and mental health care, or other chronic acute needs. We work closely with other community agencies to make sure the veteran is connected to services that may help with their specific needs. We provide wraparound weekly case management services to all of the veterans in our transitional housing program to help them not only find their permanent housing, but maintain it.
Hi, my name is Dr. David Mishkin. I'm a neuropsychologist, and I employ best practices to help veterans, their spouses, and their families to develop skills to respond to challenges in their lives. The sessions are not limited to a given number or duration. My schedule is flexible, and I work hard to accommodate all veterans and their families, but I cannot take walk-in appointments for veterans. I utilize mindful-based therapies, including learning mindful meditation, which is a main component in what we offer. Studies have shown that cultivating a regular meditation practice offers a host of benefits, including reduced anxiety, increased sense of well-being, heightened creativity, improved immune functioning, better memory, and improved decision-making.
Welcome back.
For 4 decades, the Falmouth Service Center has worked to ease stress, reduce hunger, and improve the quality of life for our neighbors in need.
Established in 1983, this 501c3 nonprofit organization has been a pillar of hope for many on the Cape. This week, FCTV's cameras returned to the service center to sit down with Executive Director Karen Delaney, who discusses her involvement and how far the center has come since she joined.
Service Center started in 1983. It was started by a very small group of people, and it started in the basement of the Mullen Hall School with just a small group of people coming together to distribute food. And we've moved 4 times since then, and we've been in this building since 2001. I joined in 2009. I was the first assistant director here. It was a part-time position, about 20 hours a week, and grew into a full-time position, and now I'm the executive director. I came to the Service Center, I knew who they were in the community and what a well-respected organization it was, and all the impact that they had helping neighbors in need. And I was really, my background is working in nonprofits and nonprofit management, and I just was in awe of this organization, of everything they accomplish with a tiny, small staff and hundreds of volunteers. and it's an amazing place. When I first started, we had home delivery and our food pantry, financial assistance, and our clothing room program. We were small, and then we have grown exponentially since then. We have about 14 programs right now, and we were very small. We had 2 part-time staff, 1 full-time staff, and about 200 volunteers. Now we have 2 locations. We have the thrift shop we have here. We have about 450 volunteers. And right now we're serving every town on Cape Cod for food, as well as, and as far away as New Bedford. So we've really grown tremendously. We try to partner with as many community partners as possible. We try to bring their services here for our clients. So one of our key partnerships is We Can. They're based out of Harwich. They bring free legal consults and financial empowerment and workforce training, and their general services here to the Upper Cape, which is a great resource. We also partner with the AIDS Support Group. They're here every Wednesday with their mobile health van. That's been a tremendous partnership. We try to bring as many services and resources here on campus for our clients and co-refer back and forth. We have just embarked upon a 3 to 5 year strategic plan, which is quite ambitious. We are hoping to expand the number of households we touch, which is actually, since the pandemic, growing exponentially. Looking at diversifying our food choices, looking at, and again, I mentioned we're now serving any household in need from any zip code. So we've really seen tremendous growth from Wareham, Hyannis, off Cape, people coming from far and wide. Last January and February, we distributed about 10,000 bags of food. In January and February of 2023, we distributed over 18,000 bags of food. So we are seeing numbers that I've been here since 2009. We've seen numbers increasing every single day. People saying they just can't make ends meet anymore, living on Social Security income, living on the service economy that is here, the high cost of living. We're just seeing household after household needing that extra assistance. And so we're glad we're able to be here and be a resource for families.
To catch past episodes featuring the Service Center, please visit fctv.org. Thanks to Seth Harrington for that story.
And speaking of service centers, spring is here and more people are getting outside and active.
We visit with the Falmouth Recreation Center's Director, Joe Olenek, to hear what programs and activities the center has to offer this spring.
Hi, this is Joe Olenek. I'm the Recreation Director here in the town of Falmouth, and I'd just like to update everybody with some upcoming programs and some things moving on through our season coming up. As of right now, our youth baseball program, junior baseball, t-ball registration is ongoing. Season starts at the end of April, and we're looking forward to another season of baseball. Registration is going, as I said, so please give us a call if you have any questions about that. We also have an ongoing youth night program on Friday nights for grades 5 to 8. Please come on down. Your child will be signed in by you. Cannot leave the building until you sign them out at the end of the night when you pick them up at 8:45 to 9 o'clock. It's been a great program. We usually have some pizza on board, and kids have access to the teen center and the gymnasium. We are still doing very successfully, very popular birthday parties on Saturday nights from 5 to 7 p.m. Give us a call. We'll give you all the information on that. We take up to 20 children. You have an hour in the gym, an hour in the teen center. So please call. It's a very fun event. We also have for adults indoor walking Monday through Friday from 11 to noon. It's very popular right now. We're having 25 to 30 people a day. We have light music in the gym. So come on down with the weather being cold and as it is today, not very nice out, and have a walk around the gym. And lastly, we have indoor pickleball 7 days a week now, trying to accommodate as many people as we can. We have beginner, intermediate, and advanced time slots, so feel free to give us a call for more information for that. And then also we have after school. The kids can come in from after school till 4:45. There will be some camps and stuff, so hopefully by the end of May we'll have more information on that. We'll have a flyer table or information at the front desk for anybody interested in any possible soccer camps, lacrosse camps, or anything like that. But our programs, we have summer camp, and that keeps us busy all summer. Sailing, sorry, I forgot about that. We do have a sailing program. That registration will probably be in May sometime. We have the same instructors coming back, very successful program. And also junior golf will be going on. That registration will probably be in May as well. So call the Recreation Department with any questions or needed information. Phone number, they can call 508-457-2567. And the staff will be able to answer any questions as far as the registration date, time of registration, available slots, cost of the programs. Both sailing and golf are $50 for 2-week sessions. Sailing is a 2-week session, golf is a 4-week session. There'll be 2 sessions of golf, 3 sessions of sailing, and we're really looking forward to having everybody come down and jump in and have some fun.
Thanks to Joe for telling us a little bit about what the Recreation Center has to offer this spring.
Moving on, with the rise of AI and deep fakes, it's more important than ever to be able to distinguish between fact and fiction.
Media literacy skills can help us critically evaluate information, fact-check sources, and understand the motives behind messaging.
FCTV's own Alan Russell sat down with Barbara Kanelopoulos recently to discuss how these skills can empower us to navigate the complex landscape of information in today's world.
Why this misinformation and fake news and everything's out there is to create confusion and doubt in everyone's mind and start to make you think that there is no such thing as truth. And so that when you're presented with provably knowable information, like the earth being round,
yes,
we all of a sudden start to doubt that, and then you start to get like-minded people together that then can find more information and create more stuff on their own to counter the main narrative.
Why is it important for us to make this, to find out, to make sure that this is original and not a deep fake?
Well, I have just seen recently there's been deep fakes of Joe Biden out there. There's deep fakes of, we saw the deep fakes of Donald Trump getting arrested a couple weeks ago. And so people are releasing these to try and trigger outrage and stuff among people and get them to watch more and click more and become more engaged with these platforms. But it also serves certain people's interests, right? To get their base all riled up like this.
Human minds and artificial intelligence. Is the mind still, the human mind, in your opinion, still greater than anything we can do artificially?
Absolutely. Now, I say this here in 2023, I do see that in the next decade, we may have to revisit this. The AI is just growing exponentially.
Yes.
And with Moore's Law and the advancement of computing, that it's just going to keep doubling.
Yeah.
And so we certainly need to keep our eyes on it. But right now, I would say that our AI is about as intelligent as a toddler. A toddler with a very nice degree, but it's very confident and very wrong about a lot of things.
Yeah. We are thinking human beings, and I think there's an aspect of our thinking that detects subtleties, and maybe we'll still be one step ahead of AI.
When you're looking at things, especially the clickbait articles and stuff that you see online, anything that requires any extraordinary claim requires extraordinary proof.
Okay.
And so if someone's going to claim something completely new and outrageous, then that you have to back that up with a lot of really hard evidence to prove your claim.
You can catch the full interview on FCTV Channel 13 or on FCTV.org.
After the break, we'll introduce you to a resident at Heritage at Falmouth Assisted Living and the paintings that color her world.
For 40 years, the Cape and Islands Veterans Outreach Center has been singularly dedicated to providing comprehensive, life-sustaining services for veterans and their families on Cape Cod and the islands. The Cape and Islands Veterans Outreach Center has a food pantry to help veterans and their families to address challenges faced by food insecurities and hunger. We have a food distribution center at 223 Stevens Street in Hyannis, open every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. to pick up fresh produce, canned goods, chicken, pork and beef, toiletries, and other necessities. In addition, our mobile food pantry goes to the AMVETS Post 70 in Falmouth every first and third Tuesday of the month, and the Elks Lodge in Eastham on the second and fourth Tuesday of the month. Every third Wednesday of the month, we are at the American Legion in Vineyard Haven. If you are a homebound veteran and unable to drive, we also have a home delivery program.
Welcome back.
Gary and Barbara Schneider's commitment to Falmouth through its schools, environment, civic and cultural life is evident in how generously they give their time and their expertise.
They were both recently honored by the Falmouth Education Foundation at its annual gala. Here's more about their recognition.
Barb and Gary, you are two of the most amazing people I've ever met. Sir Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." And Falmouth is so blessed that you've chosen here to live, as are the dogs, the osprey, and all the rescued animals.
The Osprey Project would not have happened without Barbara Snyder or Gary Snyder. They can take their ideas and actually make them happen. They can articulate to other people what needs to be done without sounding like they're bossing you around. You know?
It's really neat to think that a lot of this started with your love and all of your work with the four-legged friends in your community, and they're humans.
Mom and Dad, congratulations on the recognition. Don't let it get to your head.
Your commitment and devotion to the community, to your friends, to your family are limitless.
I've known them for a number of years now, and one of their characteristic traits is whatever they get into, whatever they're assisting with, they go in heart and soul. And they don't just sit back and tell people what to do, they're there doing.
It's been said, if you want to get a job done, give it to a busy person, and that certainly fits the two of you.
We've known Barb and Gary Schneider for over 55 years after meeting the Schneiders at the University of Wisconsin in the late 60s.
The Schneiders have always not only had a passion for their own education or the education of their family, but how to find a way to educate others on both the ecological and societal needs of our community.
And I have to tell you, the time that Barbara has put in and Gary has put in to make this park as wonderful as it is amazing.
I don't think there are two people more deserving of this honor than Barb and Gary. They have been a part of our IFAW family. They're always looking for new solutions and new ways to face the challenges that we see every day in the work that we do.
Hi Grandma and Grandpa, congratulations on your award. You guys are amazing and we love you so much.
Congratulations Grandma and Grandpa on your award. You deserve all of it and more.
Congratulations, Grandma and Grandpa. Keep up the great work. I really have enjoyed working with you with the Ospreys.
Congratulations.
Keep up the great work and love you.
Thanks for making the world a better place.
Congratulations, Barb and Gary.
Congratulations, Barb and Gary.
I love you both. Congratulations on this wonderful honor.
For all you've done for Falmouth and all you will do for Falmouth, thank you.
Congratulations. I love you like you're my own parents.
Congratulations on being recognized by the Falmouth Education Foundation.
Congratulations.
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 Congratulations, Barb and Gary.
Thanks to Brian Switzer for that report. Louise Lane says her love for painting started when she was a little girl, captivated by the magic of her crayons.
Now, at the impressive age of 90 years old, that passion still runs strong. Inside her apartment at Heritage at Falmouth, Louise looks back at some of her favorite work.
I have to, oh, okay, here's a forehead going down to the jaw, which curves around. There's a mouth that's kind of smiling and strange eyes. Well, I see that happens to be one of my favorites. I see a lot of action going on in the forest or under the water, the seaweed and working and the forest. And I hope that it's all well balanced. To me, you have to have the confidence of being able to be an abstract painter, which I hope I am. And you just, I guess, as I had said before, you put one color down, a favorite color probably, and then you keep building and building and watch your edges. There's nothing in particular. It doesn't remind me of just a lot of color that makes me happy. And it forms together, and I like it. But I really like this one, this green one, because it reminds me of underwater and swimming underwater. And I could see other things too, but that's the main thing for the green one. I was painting outdoors one day with a group of people, and I don't even remember who they all were or why, but I was there, and I happened to notice a man who was painting a little, much differently, the same scenery, but his was so much more alive and more color. So I had to walk over there and interrupt him and ask him about his paintings. And he said that he painted and was a student of Sam Feinstein, who was the beginning of all of my painting. This is grass poking its head up, and sky and flowers and things like that. To me, that's what it is. And I like that one. It seems very abstract to me, more so than some of the others. This one. And it's just that I like the color and the forms, and it looks happy. I guess that's why. I'm in a different world. I really am. I just block everything out around me, and that's how all of my friends who paint, they do the same thing. So we're not very chatty when we do this. You get so involved with what's going on in your mind and in your canvas, and it's just a wonderful thing to do. And I miss it.
Louise says she's looking forward to start painting again. She has produced about 30 abstract paintings since she started. FCTV wants to remind you that television can be as easy as hitting record on your smartphone.
We'd like to invite all Falmouth residents and visitors to share their slice of life with us. Email us your photos and videos, or upload them to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram using the hashtag MyFalmouth or Falmouth in Focus to be featured on the show. Thank you to our most recent contributors.
We leave you now with the sights and sounds of the sunset at Salt Pond, sent by Elaine Arbin. Thank you for watching Falmouth in Focus. We'll see you next time.